Can you guys confirm is my screen is visible?
Yes.
Everyone. Okay. So once again, welcome to Microsoft Dynamics 365 Finance demo session. Okay. So this demo session, whatever we are taking, so we are planning to start the batch for the morning. Okay. So the timings might be flexible. So based on everybody confirmation and all, we can decide what time we can start the session. But this demo is purely for the morning batch. Okay. So now let's get started. I just wanted to quickly introduce about myself. Okay, so myself, Anusha, I have around 7 years of experience into Microsoft Dynamics 365 finance and operations. I have worked into various versions like D365 is the latest version. Earlier, I worked on the Accepta 2012 version, Accepta 2009 versions. So I have a very good experience into support projects and implementation projects. So currently I'm working with one of the big four organization. I stay in Hyderabad. That's all about myself. Okay. So I just wanted to take this demo into these many areas. Like I just wanted to cover these are the topics in today's demo session. I just wanted to give you some kind of high level information. First of all, what is Microsoft Dynamics, right? So within that, how many modules are available also we'll see. Okay, what is the benefits of Dynamics and how much scope we have it in the market for the Microsoft Dynamics and how to learn. Okay, if I wanted to become a consultant of Microsoft Dynamics, how to learn, what are the areas I need to cover, the course content, or how you can learn, where is the learning sources you will be getting in the internet. If you wanted to become a key financial functional consultant, what are the strong areas you need to learn, everything I'm going to cover in a today's demo session. If you have any queries, maybe you can wait till until the session completes, or if you wanted to ask in between the session also, of course you can stop me and you can ask the questions. So I'm ready to answer for any kind of question. Okay, so let's get started. First of all, before you know the Microsoft Dynamics Finance, okay, Microsoft Dynamics Finance and Operations, you should know about a ERP, because Dynamics is coming from the different area. It is not inbuilt, right? It is coming from one of the area that is called as a ERP. So ERP is very very important. From the ERP, the Microsoft Dynamics has been introduced. So that is where I just wanted to quickly introduce about what is ERP. See why I'm going to learn ERP, because Microsoft Dynamics 365 is a ERP product. Okay, so that is where you should know what is ERP. What is ERP? ERP stands for Enterprise Resource Planning. Nowadays, every organization, every company, you can call it as organization, you can call it as a company, whatever it is, they need a one software to manage their all the financial activities. See, this is a course purely for financial. This is a financial ERP products, right? So just to know what is your organization balance sheet, what is the profit and loss of your organization. If you wanted to know all these things, you need a software where the software will tell you what is the balance sheet amount, what is the financial statement, what is the operating unit cost. Each and every information can be explained in a detailed way in a one of the software that is called as a ERP, Enterprise Resource Planning. Every organization need a software. That is where there are so many softwares has been established in a real time. You will be finding thousands of ERP softwares. I will tell you what are the ERP softwares little later. But why do we need? Because it is required for every company to manage their financial things, to manage their resources, to manage their plannings, everything. If they wanted to manage it, they need a ERP product. Okay, what is the benefits of ERP product? It can be any ERP product, but what is the major benefit we are finding in the organizations? Okay, if you use any ERP product, the system integration will be there. What do you mean by system integration? System integration is nothing but between two different applications, you will be having a connection that is called as a integration. I will give you a small example. You are doing a, everybody has a experience to do online shopping, right? You are doing a online shopping like Amazon or Myntra or Flipkart, whatever it is. You wanted to order something. Okay, so you wanted to order a mobile phone. What you will do? You will select a mobile and you will select a mobile. What is the color and what is the model of the mobile and all. Then you will select a address details and you will be moving to the payment gateway, right? When you are moving to the payment gateway, have you ever observed that based on your credit card or based on your debit card, it is directly opening that particular bank? If it is HDFC card details, if you are giving, then HDFC bank portal is opening. If you are giving ICICI bank portal is happening. So from Amazon to different application is opening. How it is possible? Have you ever thought about that? How the third party tool is coming into the picture? Because of the integration. The Amazon is integrated with multiple banks. Whenever you select any kind of bank, it is automatically trying to open that particular bank login page and all. So that is called as a integration. In the ERP, if you are using any kind of ERP software, by using that ERP software, you can integrate with the bank portal, you can integrate with the invoice portals, you can integrate with the government portal, etc. etc. That is a system integration. That facility is there. That is where people are interested to use a ERP product. Second one, real time data update. What do you mean by real time data update? For example, in my office, I have 10 resources are working. 10 resources are using a laptop. For example, a resource is updating something in the software. Immediately the update will update in every software, every laptop in the remaining 9 people. Whoever is working in the office, remaining 9 people, in their laptop also the data will be updated. Okay, so if you add a data, if you remove a data, everything within a fraction of seconds, everywhere it will update. Okay, that is called as a real time data update. The data can be updated. If you add a quantity, immediately everywhere in every laptop the quantity will be increased. If you decrease the quantity, everywhere the quantity will be decreased. That is called as a real time update. Okay, see, example is you have withdrawn the money from your bank account. You have a balance of 5,000. So today you have withdrawn the 2,000. So immediately it will reflect as a 3,000 as a final balance. Ending balance is 3,000. That is called as a real time update, right? Same thing will be applies in the ERP software also. Next one, centralized information management system. IMS, information management system, IMS, centralized IMS. What do you mean by that? Your data is storing in a single software. Okay, you no need to go for a multiple areas and you no need to ask. For example, you need to know what is the purchase data. If you have access to the application, you can log in and you can extract the report, right? You no need to ask the purchase department. There is a separate purchase department who is sitting in the Hyderabad. You are in Bangalore, but the purchase department is sitting in Hyderabad. You no need to go Hyderabad. You no need to ask the purchase department to give the purchase report. Since the information is centralized, the data is there within the software. If you have access, you can generate any kind of report. You can generate a purchase report, you can generate a sales report, you can generate a inventory report, etc. etc. That is called as a centralized information management system. The data is within the software, centralized everywhere. From wherever you want, you can access it. So the data is accessible, you can just extract and you can use it. That is the centralized information management system. Consistent user experience. User, see, the major point is, first of all, there is a software. The software is very good facilities, very good functionalities, very good features, I say. It is there. But the thing is, users are feeling so difficulty. They don't understand how to use the particular software. If you have this kind of struggle, definitely your software cannot be a good software, because software cannot work on the itself, right? Somebody should use it. Some user, somebody, some human being should use that application. If the user, if myself or yourself, if you are not so comfortable with the application, then how can you produce the productivity? You cannot show the productivity, right? That is the major challenges. There are so many other ERPs are facing, but majorly most of the ERPs will have a consistent user experience. User will feel so comfortable to use the software, to generate the data, to work on the ERP. And whenever there is a new changes in the software, also user will be able to understand the latest changes also. That is called as a consistent user experience. Next one, common database. What do you mean by common database? Single software, single database, your all data is storing in the same place. That is called as a common database. Earlier, when there was no ERP software, almost 1980s back, okay, in the 1960s story, they don't have a single software. They used to have a multiple softwares. For purchasing one software, for sales another software, for warehouse another software, and all. So different softwares, different databases. It was very difficult to get a data, to get a synchronization. Many flaws are there. That is the reason ERP was introduced. So these are the common characteristics of an ERP product. Okay, if you wanted to call any software as a ERP software, th- that software should have a these characteristics. Okay, these are the features are required, then only I can call it as a ERP product. Okay, so now tell me, how many ERP products are available in the market? As I told you, thousands of ERP products are available, but we no need to know the complete list. Just the famous ERP products I just mentioned it here. So everybody knows about SAP. Okay, it's almost 1980s product, right? SAP. Oracle. So nowadays Oracle also having two to three different products. Oracle Fusion, Oracle PeopleSoft. Again, Tally is a known one. If you are learning a BCom, sorry, like if you are a graduated from the BCom or graduated post graduated from the MBA and all, everybody will use a Tally, because Tally is a one of the basic course everybody will learn, right? And it is very easy course also. Okay, so Tally, and we have a Microsoft Dynamics Navision, Microsoft Dynamics Accepta, and D365. This is our product, right? Sorry, this is our product. These are the list of ERP products. Out of that, we have chosen Microsoft Dynamics Accepta, or you can call it as a Microsoft Dynamics 365. Why Accepta? I will tell you. This is an older name. Okay, the recent name is D365 Finance and Operations. Earlier, we used to call it as a Accepta only. So this is our ERP software we have chosen for our career, right? So this is our career point. So let us understand first of all what is Microsoft Dynamics and what is the benefits of this. So far it's clear, right? I just given a high level introduction to what is ERP, what is the characteristics of an ERP, and what are the ERP products. So now I'm directly entering into the Dynamics history. Okay, this is the Microsoft Dynamics history, where it started, from where to where, what is happened, what are the revolutions happened throughout the journey of Dynamics. I just mentioned in the single slide with some kind of boxes. So let us understand. In 1998, the product has been introduced. In 1998, we used to call it as a Acceptor. The name is Acceptor. Please see the first box. In that, the name was Acceptor. The product name was Acceptor. It was introduced by two different companies. two different companies was a collaboration, and they have introduced a acceptor product. What are those two companies? One is IBM, and second one is Danish Damgard, that is a US based company. IBM and Danish company, these are the two companies were in a collaboration, and they have introduced a acceptor product. Later in 2000, Damgard company was merged with the Navision. Okay, there is a Navision company. It was merged with the Navision, and they used to call it as a Navision product. Later in 2002, Microsoft, MS is nothing but Microsoft. Microsoft has acquired this product, acquired this Navision company, and they were calling the product name was a AX 3.0. AX is nothing but it is a shortcut of Accepta. Please don't get confused. AX or Accepta or D365 Finance and Operations, all are same. We are talking about the same software. But earlier we used to call with the different names. Accepta AX 3.0. Every software, every version will have a different functionalities. Okay. See, I will give you quick example so that you will understand this history very easily. Maybe in our school days, almost in 1995, okay, so or in 2000 year, we might be using a keypad mobiles. Everybody might have seen the keypad mobiles, right? Okay, so keypad mobiles we were using. After that, the technology was changing rapidly. The technology was changing, right? So when the technology was changing, what happened? In the place of initially it was landline, then it was a keypad mobile, after that touchpad mobiles. In the touchpad mobiles also there is a latest models are coming. Earlier we don't you have a proper camera facilities and all. Now if you take any of the mobile, the main feature is the camera, because everybody is focused on the camera, right? So camera and the memory, the internal memory, external memory, and what is the graphic card they're using, everything is installed, everything is increased. So when you compare with the keypad mobile, both are same purpose, right? Calling, messaging, or receiving a calls, this is a purpose. But why we are having extra features? Because extra features will help you to use the extra things, right? So if you have extra feature, definitely you will use it, and you will explore it, and you will learn something, right? That is the reason we are having a latest mobiles and latest technologies. Similarly, same software, the software is same, they are every yearly once or 2 years once and all. They're doing a Microsoft is doing lot of research, and they are trying to install the new functionalities, I can say new features are introducing, which can be help for the business. There are so many businesses: healthcare business, food industry, medical, yeah, medical is same thing, healthcare. Okay, railway industry, any kind of pharmaceutical business, manufacturing business, warehousing, etc, etc. In every business, the application should be suitable, right? That is where they are improving their application, they are installing the new features. That is where every 2 years or 3 years once they are they are releasing a new versions. See, in 2002 it was AX 3.0. In 2006 if you see, it is AX 4.0, which will be having a addition functionalities compared to 3.0. Again, in 2008, we have a version called as a AX 2009. In 2011, we have a AX 2012. In that also, we have multiple versions R2, R3 and all. In 2016, Microsoft decided that every ERP is trying to migrate to cloud. Why can't I also try the cloud version? So in 2016, they have introduced a cloud version called as a AX7. The name was AX7. This is a cloud-based environment. These all are not cloud-based environment. These are on-premise environments. This is a in first. This is the first step. 2016 year, they have taken a initiative. They have taken a initiative, and they have installed the cloud version, that is a AX7. But the name was looks old, because the earlier names also AX, right? So that is where they are not happy with this name. They have rebranded the name as a D365 Finance and Operations. The cloud based environment name is Microsoft Dynamics 365 Finance and Operations. This was introduced in 2016 only, but the name was older name. But in 2017, around February and all, they just changed it to this name. In 2020, again, the same application they are dividing into multiple applications like a D365 Finance separate, D365 SCM separate, etc., etc. Like that, they are doing. This is a complete history. Maybe when you are searching for any documentation, or when you are applying for a job, you just need to check whether it is a D365 finance and operations, or if it is a accept also, it's fine. That is the same name of your application. It was old earlier, we used to call it as a acceptor. The recent name is D365 finance and operations. Okay, so but we are going to focus on the latest one. Even if you learn the older application, no benefit, right? Because everybody will look for a latest functionality. Everybody in the market, if I want to hire a people, I will see who is in the latest trend. So the latest trend is D365 finance and operations. So whoever is having a very good knowledge into D365 finance and operations, I will give a first preference to them. I will hire them immediately, right? Yes, that is where we are also learning the latest software, latest version we are learning. You may get a one more doubt. Yes, I am learning a latest software, latest version. You say latest version I am learning. But if I get an opportunity to work in the AX 2012 or AX 2009, older versions, these are the older versions, right? Will I be able to work? Of course, right? See, nowadays you see the kids, right? They don't know how the keypad mobiles are there. They know only touch mobiles. How they're easily learning the touch mobiles? They're easily accessing, right? They can open the lock and they can open each and every software, YouTube or whatever they want. They are opening and they're able to work on it. Okay, for them, just give the keypad mobile. Just an example. Okay, give the keypad mobile. Will they feel so difficulty? No, right? Already they know the latest one, and the older one also they can easily access it. Only the keypads, right? Red button, green button to attend the call, red button to cut the calls and all. They can easily learn it. So nobody can feel difficulty. Why? Because since you are already having a good knowledge into the latest one, older one you can easily access it. That is the same example here also. Even if you learn the latest technology, you can work on the older technology, like older versions as well. You won't feel so difficulty. That's what I mean to say. Fine. Understood about a history. What is the benefits? Okay, why should I learn finance and operations? Tell me some of the benefits. Then I can choose whether I can learn the finance and operations, or I can choose a something other software. Okay, you are a finance background, or you are from the some BTech background. Since this technology is having a lot of opportunities, people are looking at this one. Okay, so why they are looking at this one? This is the major benefits of the finance and operations. The first one, regular software updates. Every monthly once within the finance and operations, uh, re- any new feature is added. Monthly once Microsoft will install the new feature. Regular updates will be there in the application. Okay, so it is always updated with the latest functionality. Microsoft will be always fast forward to install the latest updates. That is a regular software update. You will be finding always regular new features in the software. The second one, enterprise level security. What do you mean by security? See, you're a very, very big business man. Your data is so important for you. Your data should not be stored anywhere. Okay. So you will be having a lot of doubts when you are installing any of the software in your organization, because your credentials, your user credentials are very, very important. Okay. Now I will give you an example. You you will go to any of the public center, and there is a laptop. You wanted to access your bank. Okay, you wanted to access your bank portal immediately because you wanted to transfer 50,000 to your family. There is a emergency, so immediately wanted to transfer. So that is where you are using a public laptop. So it is connected to many of the domains and all. So you will just log in and you will transfer a 50,000 and you will log out, but your credentials are saved there. After you log out, somebody else also can use your credentials, and somebody else also can misuse your bank information, right? They can transfer their money or they can do any kind of frauds. We see so many online frauds, right? So that means the security level are very less security levels. That is where your bank account was tampered by somebody else. So that is where whenever enterprise level security is nothing but the data should be secured, your credentials should be secured. You need to have a proper software where it can have a multiple level of authentications, multiple security levels are required. That is called as a enterprise level security. Our Dynamics has a very good security. The data is, if as a company, if you are using a Dynamics product, you no need to worry about the data is always 100% secure. It is not sharing with anybody. Okay. Integration, yes, of course, our Dynamics also have integration. It can be integrated to bank portal, it can be integrated to government portal, it can be integrated to GST portal, sales portals, blah blah blah. Everywhere it can be integrated. Little kind of technical knowledge is required to do the integrations and all, but the integration is possible. The next one, customizations. It is the application, the software is very flexible. You will feel that comfort when you start using application. Maybe in soon you will be seeing the application, right? You see so much of comfortable when you are using application, and it is allowed to do thousands of customization. No restriction, no difficulty and all. It is easy for customizations. Thousands of customizations can be developed in the Dynamics. Intuitive interface. What do you mean by intuitive? User friendly. That is what I'm saying. This is one of the best benefit of Dynamics finance and operation. Every user, irrespective of finance background or irrespective of your study background, if you no need to have an accounting background, you no need to have a finance background, you no need to have any kind of previous background to learn this particular application. You are a new candidate, you are a BTech graduate, you are having 4 to 5 years of experience into some HR department, can I easily learn it? Yes, anybody can easily learn this application. That is what I say, user friendly, easy to navigate, easy to configure, easy for everything. That is the major benefit of this. On demand scalability. On demand scalability is nothing but sometimes, for example, you have a mobile, you are using so much of data, like storage is very important for you because you have a lot of photographies, a lot of videos you are taking. So you need a 256 GB. That is also not like sometimes it is not enough for you. You need to have a more. So when you are buying a mobile, what you will see, you wanted to buy a mobile which is a internal storage. If you pay some extra money, the storage can be expanded. That kind of mobiles you will find it in the market, right? It, as of now, by default they will give you 256 GB internal memory. If you want, if you wanted to expand, of course you can expand to some extra memory also. That you need to pay 1000 rupees or 1500 rupees, something extra cost, but still you will take. Why? Because you don't know when you need a memory extra, right? The same thing on demand scalability. As an organization, initially you take the small size of the application. Since your business is growing and your resources are increasing, then you want to increase your size of the application. Is it possible? Yes. The size can be increased or decreased. That is called as a on demand scalability. And this is a cloud based ERP. As I told you, right, D365 finance and operations is a cloud based ERP. So your data will be storing in the cloud, you can access from anywhere. So since all these features are there for a finance and operations, it is a one of the very good application, I can say. Fine. Now, in the finance and operations, okay, we understood the introduction, we understood the benefits, right? Now, how many projects will be there in the finance and operations? Okay, in the Dynamics, I can say Microsoft Dynamics, what are the projects will be there? You go anywhere. You go India, you go Dubai, you go UK, US, wherever you go, these are the three type of projects will be available in the any of the organization: implementation, support, and upgrade. Implementation is nothing but the application is newly installing in that organization. Earlier they might be using some other software like SAP or something else. They wanted to migrate from SAP to D365 from the scratch. Whatever you are doing, that is called as a implementation project. Support project is nothing but already the implementation is done. Okay, so users are started using the application and we need to support the application. That is called as a support project. Upgrade. I told you this history, right? For example, you are using AX 2009. From AX 2009 to you wanted to upgrade to latest version called as a D360 for finance and operation. Is it possible? Yes, that is possible through upgrade project. Lower versions to higher version of Dynamics if you wanted to upgrade, that is called as a support. Sorry, upgrade. In the market, when you are applying for a jobs, only these three projects will be there. You can apply for implementation, you can apply for a support project, you can apply for a upgrade project. Okay, these are the three project types you will be finding in the market. Okay, so next one, in a for example, if it is a project implementation, right? Okay, how the implementation will start, Anusha? Implementation is one of the critical project in the real world. Support project is very easy. Upgrade project is also a little easy. Compared to implementation, support and upgrade are quite better. But implementation is very, very important and very, very critical also. You need lot of knowledge to become an implementation consultant. Okay, if you wanted to implement the dynamics, you need a lot of knowledge. What is the client business? You should understand what is a client business. You should understand the product first. You should be very, very experienced to the D365 finance and operations application. You should be able to identify what is chart of accounts, how to configure chart of accounts. Each and every module you should have a complete picture. You should have a complete knowledge, then only you can become a implementation consultant easily. Once you start learning the course, you can easily understand each and every topic and you can become. It's not so difficult as we thought, but there is a difficulty. You have to spend time, you have to understand, you have to analyze the things. So once the implementation project starts, these are the phases will be available. You have to analyze the client business. What is the client business? What he is doing exactly? How he is doing a purchases? How he is doing a sales and all. Then you have to design it. This particular business, how we need to design in the dynamics. How to develop that particular business into the dynamics. Everything is done. You need to test it, whether it is working or not. The testing is very, very important, right? Without testing, we cannot release it. So you have to test, yes, is it working in the dynamics or not? And you have to deploy, you have to migrate the data from one environment to another environment. Then finally operate is nothing but start using a application. In detail, I will discuss once this session starts. These are the headings, okay? In the project, when the project starts, you have to follow. These are the major areas. You should analyze it, design it, develop it, test it, deploy, and operate it. These are the phases. Okay, now fine, Anusha, very, very clear. You said everything. Now, if I learn this particular technology, if I learn the dynamics finance and operations, what are the available roles in the market? Okay, so there is a two major roles. I say two major roles: consultant and user. Consultant and user. We are not learning this course for user purpose. If you wanted to become a user, you no need to learn this course. They will teach you, they will train you how to use the application. Very limited scope you will be having as a user. You will be creating a purchase order or sales order throughout your life. If you are working in the same organization, you will be working in the same aspect for longer years. No career growth, no salary improvements and all. If you are working as a user will be having a very limited responsibilities. But we are not learning this course for user, we are going to become a consultant. If you wanted to become a consultant, then you should have a complete knowledge to the application. You should learn the many things, then only you can become a consultant. Why we are becoming a consultant? Because for consultants, more opportunities will be there. Okay, more opportunities, more career growth, more salaries are there. That is where everybody looking for a consultant, not for a user. Even if you work as an end user for past 5 years, now this is a time to upgrade your career, right? As an end user, you have to upgrade to consultant. So you have to start learning a consultant related details. That is what I will say. Okay, we are learning a consultant. So what is the available roles? I decided to learn finance consultant position. What are the available roles? These are the available roles. There are four type of available roles in the market. One is a functional consultant. The second one is a business analyst. The third one is a test consultant, or you can call it as a QA, quality assurance. The fourth one is a project management, project manager. Okay, project manager is a fourth role. These are the four roles you will be finding in the market. Okay, first of thing, functional consultant. If I wanted to become a functional consultant, what should I do? You should learn the finance. Okay, finance functional consultant. You have to learn the finance, all the modules, whatever the modules are there in the finance, each and every module, each and every corner of the topic also you have to learn. Then you will be very good at a finance. That is the first point. Second point, you should be able to understand the business scenarios also. The third point, that you should be able to write a documentations. You have to prepare a PPTs, you have to prepare a Excel data, you have to prepare a Word documents, documentation skills are required. Okay, so if you have these kind of skills, then you can easily become a functional consultant. And communication, the communication is very important, right? You can't talk in a Telugu or you can't talk in a Hindi, right? Of course you can talk to your colleagues in a normal language, but with not with the client, because client definitely he might be from the different region. He don't understand Telugu, Tamil, Kannada, whatever it is, right? So he need only English communication. So communication is also important if you wanted to become a functional consultant. Okay, if you have prepared for you as a functional consultant role, okay, then you can become easily business analyst. You can become a test also. If you prepared yourself as a functional consultant, you can apply for a business analyst post, you can apply for the test post also. Why? Because business analyst is nothing but you will be directly joining with the client, not with the partner or something else. You will be directly joining with the client, and you will be able to identify the client business, and you can easily work with the client. That is a business analyst role. Test is nothing but testing the product whether it is working or not. That is also different role. And project manager, if you wanted to become a project manager, you should have a complete understanding about the project life cycle, and you should have some kind of certifications also if you wanted to become a project manager. This role can be little difficult at this moment, but you can try for these three roles. If you prepare yourself, then you can become a functional consultant, or you can become a business analyst, or you can become a test consultant. Okay, these are the available roles in the market. Okay, just now I told you, if you wanted to become a functional consultant, what is the key skills you need to have? First thing is tools. When I say tool, the tool is nothing but Dynamics tool, Dynamics Finance and Operation application. Were you able to use that application? Were you able to create a purchase order? Were you able to create a sales order? Were you able to configure it? Do you have 100% hands-on experience into the D365 finance and operation? Yes or no? If you are saying yes, then you can become a consultant. If you say no, then you cannot become consultant. So there is no shortcut. Please remember, in the life, there is no shortcut to become any success, right? If you wanted to become a good consultant, or if you wanted to achieve something, no shortcut. Hard work. You have to do some kind of work, then only you can become. You have to learn the application. If you don't learn the application, you cannot survive in the market. I see there are so many shortcuts in the nowadays in the market, like you can go via proxy, you can take somebody help to crack the interview, etc., etc. But those are very very shortcuts. And how fast you are getting that opportunity, in the same manner you will be throwing out of the organization. Why? Because you don't have a hands-on experience, right? Somebody else did your work, and you are sitting quiet in the organization. Nobody can pay salary if you are sitting ideal, right? You have to learn the application. Please focus on the application learning. Application learning is very very important. That is the first thing. Second one, do you know how to use the Microsoft doc office? Whether it is a Word document, whether it is a Excel, whether it is a PPT, at least not 100% knowledge I'm not expecting. At least some basic knowledge you should have on the Microsoft Office also. After that, you should be able to use the Outlook, how to send the emails and all. Of course, if you are a fresher, it's okay, you can easily learn it. But the major thing is finance and operations application. You should have the knowledge. That is a major one. The second one, customer focus. Do you have a communication? Were you able to talk to the anybody, to the client, to the colleagues, to the manager? Yes, the if you are having a communication customer, you need to talk to the customer, you need to understand his requirements and all, then you can become a consultant. The third one, communications, documentations also required. The fourth one, thinking. You should think. You you whenever there is a problem, you should think a lot, from where this problem is coming. Okay, how can I fix this problem? How to give a solution to my client? These kind of analysis you should do it. That is called as a analytics. Certification. This is the last point. Even if you don't have a certification, and if you have a knowledge into the application, you can become a consultant. Very rare organizations will use a certificate, will ask for the certification. If they ask the certification, yes, of course you can prepare a certification also. See, once you learn the technology, you can easily learn the certification also, right? So there are certifications, MB300, MB310, MB320, 330. Each certification exam for different role. If you wanted to become a finance certified consultant, then 310 is the MB310, you should write it. This is a Microsoft certification. So Microsoft will give you 1 year validity. MB330 for SCM consultants and all. Okay. So this is the key things which you have to remember if you wanted to become a functional consultant. Okay. How can I learn it? Tell me the, so far you have mentioned everything. Now what is the learning areas? Where should I learn it? Many facilities are there. You can take a training. Okay, because in the training they will give you from the basic to till advanced level, right? From the basic to advanced training we will be giving. So each and every topic, what is the first topic, what is the second topic, I will be giving a connection to each topic, then you can easily understand. So through training you can learn the dynamics. No, I don't want to spend the time on the training, I don't want to spend money on the training. Is there any other area? Yes, of course you can. Microsoft documentations, you search Microsoft learn.microsoft.com. That is one of the official website for the Microsoft, where you will be finding the complete modules of finance, SCM, blah blah. You can open any of the documentation and you start learning it. Compared to training, the learning will, self learning will take always a lot of time. Do you agree with me or not? I also wanted to, sometimes I wanted to learn some new topics which will take longer time. Why? Because we don't know what is the starting point. We don't know what is the next connection point. So we don't know the order. which one should be learned first, which is a second point, which is a third, four, five. We don't know the order. That is where we'll feel difficulty, and we will spend lot of time when we are learning a selfly. That is a major problem you will be finding when you are doing a self learning. Instead of that, there are many opportunities are there in the training. Either you can take a training from me, from somebody else, or somebody from your friends, anybody. You can take it because they know what is the order. In the order they can give you the information. The second learning point is community. Microsoft community website is there, that is a community.dynamics.com. There many people will be there, they will come and share their knowledge. If you wanted to know what is chart of accounts, you can search it here. There are many people will give their knowledge what is chart of accounts, they will give their views. From there also you can learn it. So third one is a training. So but to be frank, this is the best opportunity. See, not for my purpose or something, because it will save your time, and it will give you the order, and it will give you some kind of high level information. Once you have that information, then you can use the Microsoft Learn documents or community forums to improve your extra skills as well. Okay, so these are the three areas are available. So it is your decision which one to be selected. Next one, this is the complete course content. So in every module organization, there these are the finance list of modules. I will be covering some 30 to 40% of the SCM, supply chain management modules, also like product information management module, inventory management module, how the product is created, how the inventory is storing, all those things also I will be covering apart from finance. These are the finance areas. So organization administration module, general ledger module, accounts payable module, accounts receivable module, cash and bank, fixed asset, taxation, project accounting, budgeting, feature management, data management, and electronic reporting. So this last, if you see, tax module, project accounting, budgeting, feature management, data management, these are very latest things. If you go for any kind of demo sessions from any other institutes or anybody, they will not be able to give this complete information. See, I'm giving a extra content here. The main intention is that you should be able to uh, always be comfortable with the real time. In the real time, what they're asking, if you go for an interview, they're asking what is data management, have you ever worked on data management. They're not asking very basic questions nowadays. Please remember this point. You can check with anybody who is already giving an interviews in the dynamics world. You can check with them, no basic questions at all. They are not asking what is chart of accounts, they are not asking what is P2P cycle and all. They are asking real time whether you have worked really or not. So what is data management, how to use the data management, have you worked on feature management, what are the latest features are available, have you worked on electronic reporting, what is electronic reporting, how do you configure it, what is Indian GST, what is the sales tax configuration, how will you do the sales tax settlement. These kind of detailed things they are asking. Okay, if you still learn the older topics, what is the use? Of course you should learn the old topics, but the latest topics also important, right? Advanced topics are very very important. You focus on the advanced topic. If you go for any of the trainer, or if any go to any of the institutions, see the content is very very important. The content is important, what content they are giving, whether that content can be flexible with the real time or not, whether the if I learn that content, whether I will be able to crack the interview or not. Please check that point, compare the content and take a decision. Okay, this is a complete content. Along with this, I will be giving a real time scenarios. So for example, there is a concept called as a accounting structure in the finance. Just an example, in a real time, since I have experience into implementation project, currently I'm working in the one of the implementation project, and I have almost I have done a three implementation projects in my career. So I have a very good knowledge in each implementation how this accounting structure can be created. So I have seen different possibilities. I will put that three different possibilities in front of you. So whenever you get an opportunity in the implementation project based on the client requirement, you can choose any one, right? Since you know all the possibilities, you can choose any one. If you know only one possibility, and if you don't know how to give a solution for the client, you will feel difficulty. Maximum I will try to give all the scenarios based on my experience. That will be very very helpful to crack the interview, to survive in the organizations. Okay, so each module wise I have given the list of information. So in this general ledger module, these are the topics I will be covering. In the accounts payable, receivable, cash and bank, fixed asset, sales tax, withholding tax, India GST, project module. In the project module also, like 40%, 40 to 50% of the project things I will be covering. Electronic reporting, data management, feature management, okay, workflows. Okay, I forgot to mention workflows, management reporter also I'm going to cover in the training sessions. Okay, so that's all about complete content. And the next one, the final, what I'm providing, especially what I'm providing from my end, the real time scenarios will be discussed. Topic revision every day, what we discussed earlier. In the previous session, what did we discuss? Quick revision will be there. Some kind of assignments also I will be giving if you wanted. Okay, assignments is an optional point. If you want, I can give the assignments. The next one, the daily whatever we are discussing, that information I will be presenting in the document. The document can be shared every day. Okay, so the interview questions will be discussed, and resumes, some kind of resume, sample resumes I will give. Of course, even if I don't give also, you will get a sample resume. But the thing is, I will give you the tips, I will give you the points what to add in the resume based on your knowledge. The next one, I will take you one mock interview if you wanted. Once the course is completed, once you are ready with the application, once you are ready with the content, you wanted to give a one kind of mock interview, of course I'm ready to there to help you every time. See, for me the thing is, it's like a just giving a training and going after that. That is not my intention. I will be always available with you. So whenever you have any issues, I will be sharing my WhatsApp number, or my whatever the number I will be having, I will be sharing that number with you. So whenever you have any queries, you can message me or you can contact me. Even after completing the training also, after 6 months also, if you wanted to talk to me, of course I will be available. So I am always contactable. You can contact me and you can ask me any kind of queries. And if you need any kind of reference, maybe I will try my best to give a reference. Okay, see, I have given many references to many people wherever I see in LinkedIn or Naukri. If I see any job opening, I will suggest to some of the people, you can try applying for this so that you can get opportunity and all. So I'm there to help you guys. Just only the thing is, you have to spend time, you have to practice, you have to study, then take my help, take my inputs. Definitely you will get a opportunity in the dynamics world. See, to be frank, for a dynamics there is a very very shortage, very very less shortage. Sorry, finance is a very shortage. There are many organizations are finding a difficulty to find resources, this is a very good opportunity for us to grab the chance, right? You have to learn very quickly, and you can spend a time and you can apply for the position, you will get opportunity. I see many of my students are almost from past 2 years 3 years they are working. Why? Because they got an opportunity and they are able to work it, and they are able to feel comfortable to use these applications and all. And once you join the organization also, if you need any further help also, definitely I will be there to help you guys. And the sessions will be almost like a 2.5 months training, I can say 55, 50 to 55 classes. But nowadays I have increased the content, that is where the classes also increased, 55 plus classes will be there. And the batches will be 7 to 9 a.m. Maybe we can discuss about the timings. You guys can discuss with Kiran Mai, or you can discuss with me also. There are two time slots are available, 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. or 6 to 7 is a one slot, 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. that is another slot. So based on your comfortable, I know most of the people are working, right? It would be good if you complete a training before 9 o'clock only. So before 9 only, the trainings can be completed. So that is what my LinkedIn information and all. Yes, that's all. That's all about today's demo session. So thank you everyone for spending your time and listening to the demo. So if you have any queries, please feel free to ask me now. Yes.
Hello. Hi, Anisha. Hello.
Yes.
This is Karthik.
Okay. Yeah. Hi, Karthik.
Yeah. Actually, in the during the session, we can access that Microsoft Dynamics directly, or you